Hi Aries, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of January, I have two special sales offer available. One, it's an extended opportunity to have the 2020 sneak peek reading. So it's a reading that looks upon what kind of major themes, opportunities, and challenges might be presented to you during the next year cycle. And the other one is called Make a Wish. It's also a 2020 1 year kind of focused reading that guides us specifically through intentions you might have in regards to love and relationships, money and career, personal growth and evolution, and health and well-being. So basically we look upon one intention for each area and we see the likelihood of that coming to fruition or not during this year, what energies are opposing your wishes and what energies are supporting them. So if you would like to know more details about those specials or any other of my services, again, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Aries, I do feel like there's like this very intense energy felt for some of you that feels like a pressure cooker, like you're inevitably being confronted with this idea that you have reached a crossroads of sorts. This crossroads during mid-January feels like it's only going to enhance that feeling of tension when choices are not being made, when decisions are not being made. And I feel like for some of you Aries, this has a lot to deal with the choice you will make this year ahead when it comes to your personal relationships and when it comes to your path at whole. It feels like there's a division when it comes to the old way and the new way, and you're torn between uh, this past and future energy, and you're really having like a hard time, I'm feeling, understanding what's the right decision, if you're being biased or not in your analysis, in your opinions of it. It's like you're second guessing a lot of your own impulses, okay, and a lot of your own gut reactions that would help you kind of translate your desires and know what's best for you. You're second guessing, basically your instincts that are trying to let you know what might be the right choice for you, what might be the choice that is in alignment with your highest good and in that achievement of that happiness. I also feel like for some of you, you're also dealing with a lot of fixed signs influence, and there's this feeling of Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and yeah, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus energies really strongly around you. So you might be dealing with inflexible people. You might be dealing with circumstances that have a lot of that stubbornness, that rigidity about it, that also does not make it easy for you to see your way through problems. It could be that you are internalizing as well this energy, especially for Aries that have fixed signs placements in your own chart. This can be a little bit difficult for you to get off your own way. Get out of your own way. Either you're having control issues when it comes to changes, when it comes to letting something go, so a new thing can come in. Basically, it's not about substitution. It's not about replacing anything. And I feel like for some of you, there's that feeling of letting something go and then creating space. Like it's like this weird feeling of replacement, which also does not. It feels like you're also not comfortable with that feeling of replacing something by something else or someone by someone else. You know what I mean? It's like a weird sensation. Death as your opportunity. So transformation, change, endings, all of that is to your benefit throughout mid-January. But is this weird feeling of, for some of you, for example, Perhaps you're finding love. Perhaps you're finding an opportunity to connect with someone that it's great. And there needs to be that choice to go there, right? To go there and explore that new love opportunity or not. But if you're still somehow attached to a previous relationship or person, and you're not fully, transformed out of that emotional experience, it could be felt like a certain betrayal, a certain emotional betrayal to, again, have one person coming in when you're still somehow emotionally linked to another energy. And for those of you that are feeling this, because you have the lovers in your challenge, for those of you that are feeling like it pains you to choose love for any reason, it pains you to move in a direction of connection, for those of you that feel like it pains you to just choose anything, there's a purpose to this experience that might be about, yes, uprooting something emotionally. That you might feel like you're not ready to, and actually you are, but you're only going to discover that when you allow this kind of uprooting to happen. I'm hoping, like, for some of you this message would make sense, but it's like a feeling of only when you allow something to be taken out of your system, you will know how the new energy will feel truthfully. Until then, it will feel difficult. It will feel, again, like a betrayal. It will feel like unfair. It will feel like anything that weighs you down. Scorpio energy, again, as your opportunity, transformation through intimacy, bond, death, endings, reversals, crisis, sex, money issues as well. So I'm really feeling like the Scorpio energy is very strong for some of you. Aries, either around you through other influences, per people in your life that have Scorpio energy, or just it's a calling to go into that Scorpio archetype where you just let certain things die, let certain things go, and you're transformed by that experience. And this experience is so intense that you might be drawing in throughout mid-January and 2020 at a whole, Aries. Experiences that are so passionate. Like, you are a passionate sign, but what I'm feeling here is in terms of love and in terms of the things you want, the things, your desires, like the callings of your desires, they are so strong that, you might see yourself actually doing things, and again, creating changes in spaces to bring in this energy, to bring in these opportunities in ways that you never saw yourself doing in the past, because it is asking from you a profound change in terms of how you relate, in terms of how you give, in terms of how you receive. It's a lot of shifting about your energy. It's a little bit like I don't want to say like you're becoming someone else, but it's kind of that feeling. Or it's like the transformation is so huge that you yourself, when you will be looking at yourself in the mirror, you will see changes physically, mentally, emotionally, and all the others around you would also be picking up on this. And I'm feeling like the old needs to go, and part of you already knows this, but the strength card is also here. So it's like, again, there's resistance when it comes to change, even though there's that appeal. The problem with sticking with things how they are, like not wanting to make any wrong moves because you're afraid of that being like an unsuccessful story. The problem with that is that you're missing on certain opportunities that will not pass you by a second time. So be very careful with the things you are rejecting and dismissing, particularly when you do feel attracted to them. Obviously, if it's something that does not make you feel anything, it doesn't matter. I'm speaking about things that attract you but intimidate you, because the level, again, of change that they require, and healing as well. But by not connecting, either with a person, again, a relationship, an opportunity, something that will pass you by, most likely, if it hasn't already. If you don't allow this connection with another energy outside of your comfort zone to happen, probably will be a missed opportunity. So I just feel like you need to be a little bit watchful when it comes to the things you're just being stubborn about, or just being, um, how can I say, I feel like some of you want to deny yourselves the feelings, okay, you carry about anything, the bad feelings, the good feelings. It's like you want to somehow deny their existence, because if you let them out, if you confess the truth, uh, adaptations again, adjustments, changes will come out of that. Obviously, when we make a statement and when we say something and when we confess something, we are setting change in motion to happen. So you don't, because you're so deeply frightened perhaps of this change, you're holding on to how things are, perhaps not saying, perhaps being defensive, perhaps uh, wearing a little bit of that poker face, perhaps doing, more things more behind the scenes that are not obvious to others. Because I feel like there's a lot of this energy of what's hidden, either from the eyes of others that you are observing or from your own understanding. There might be people watching, there might be energies, things happening behind the scenes that you are unaware of, that are very as well important to how you are feeling, basically, as for now. The point here is that you shouldn't postpone your happiness, you shouldn't postpone love, you shouldn't postpone your dreams. And I keep getting like, that already, but there's still something that makes you, very uncomfortable. It makes you itch when you think about change, when you think about choice, when you think about adaptation to a new life path, even if that life path is looking amazing. There's an anxiety associated with moving in a direction that is positive. And there's this type of star quality, energy with some of you Aries, that it's like you're not allowing it to happen. I keep getting like, so the spotlight, your own, gifts, exposure of your light, exposure of love, exposure of your happiness, exposure of something. Uh, you might be trying to not really make the world know what you're about or what something is about. And you can really be fighting for this, or someone could be fighting with you about this as well, because I see a lot of sharp tools here. There's that feeling of combativeness, okay? Defensiveness, when you're not getting things your way or under your sense of control, or when you're feeling like an energy is threatening your self control, things can get a little bit feisty here. And it could be, if this is about love, it could be that you're dealing as well with someone that perhaps is stubborn and difficult as you, or on their own. It could just be like a person that has a very strong personality, someone that can be very passionate, but also, you know, um, somehow aggressive here in their ways, in their speech, in their acts. The passion runs high here for some of you, and if you know that, again, just consider what keeps you from engaging with it. For others of you, I also feel like there might be issues that you're ending that are very positive when it comes to solving material problems. So I feel like for some of you, there might be this good ending, like ending debt, ending, you know, um, either debt, or again, expenses that were too much to your budget, to your finances. There's a resolution when it comes to material issues as well. When money problems are ending, which is also always a plus and a good things, or problems of that nature. Perhaps you're having problems in your workplace or problems with something more material I'm feeling, and it feels like the endings are very positive. It's just about the way you look at them. I'm feeling for some of you Aries, it's about the way you look at them, because when it's endings that are about things that you can see immediately that okay, that's good, you're okay with the change. But when you need to trust the process, right, the story that's going to be told, you might be insecure about it. So I hope you have a great mid month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully, we'll see each other soon.